Cisco. Greetings, valiant warriors. This is Commitment Chronicles, your ultimate survival guide for the perilous journey of love. Here, we dissect the complex web of why one man wins a woman's heart for a lifetime, while another faces the sting of heartbreak. I am here to be your love coach, to shield your hearts from the turmoil of love gone wrong. We bring you a new video every week, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and hit that notification bell. Now, let's get down to business. Heartbreak. It's an all too common battlefield where even Hollywood's finest have their hearts battered and bruised. But the question is, do you have the courage to move on without a backward glance? Do you have the guts to walk away from the wreckage, dust yourself off, and face a new day? Remember, even the brightest stars get their hearts slapped around. So are you ready to dive in? Let's go. So why is it that Simi seems just fine after dumping Obi? Well, it's not because she's got a heart of stone. Quite the contrary. You see, Simi, like many of us, has a complex emotional landscape that's more about self-preservation than deliberate cruelty. Let's travel into the heart of Simi. She stayed with Obi despite her dwindling interest level. It's not a pretty picture, but it's a reality. Over time, her resentment grew like a vine, choking the life out of her love for Obi. Eventually, it became a desolate wasteland where love used to bloom. Simi had all but given up on Obi, but she stuck around. Why? Because she's a nester by nature. She needed time to find a new, let's say, unsuspecting soul to fill the void. Now here's the kicker. Simi, being the stronger species, we have to give credit where it's due, has the uncanny ability to endure incredible discomfort. She could stay with Obi even though she was emotionally checked out. And when she finally left, she had a vault full of resentment to safeguard her from ever returning. Zero interest level, zero doubts, and a new man waiting in the wings. Let's flip the script and look at Obi. He's nursing a wounded heart because he still cares about Simi. If he has even a moderate interest level and he ends things prematurely, he's likely to return to Simi. The absence of sufficient resentment and a lingering love can have that effect. Here's the second blow. Simi doesn't feel bad because she doesn't know what rejection feels like. Can you imagine? She's probably wondering, it hurts. On the other hand, Obi knows the sting of rejection all too well. It's the peculiar burden of manhood. The third strike is Simi's lack of remorse because, in her mind, Obi deserved it. Meanwhile, Obi is left grappling with his feelings because he's spiritual, sensitive, and human. And so the first round ends with Simi in the clear and Obi nursing a wounded heart. But there's more to this tale, so stay tuned. Ever wondered why Simi seems unfazed by rejection while Obi feels it stings so deeply? Let's peel back the layers. First off, Simi doesn't bat an eyelid at rejection because, in all honesty, she couldn't care less about Obi's hurt feelings. She's the stronger of the species, bearing discomfort like a warrior, and once she's done, she's done. Obi, on the other hand, feels the sting because he still cares. He's got a soft spot for Simi, and that's why it hurts so much when things end. The second layer is about understanding rejection. While Simi might ask, "You mean it hurts?" Obi knows all too well how rejection feels. He's a man, and that's his reality. Finally, Simi feels vindicated when she dumps Obi, thinking, the creep deserved. It did cheat. But Obi, being the sensitive soul he is, feels bad because he's, well, human. So there you have it, warriors. The harsh reality of rejection in the battlefield of love. But remember, it's not the end. Now that we've dissected the heartbreak, how do you survive it, you ask? Well, brace yourselves for the answer. It's simpler than you think, yet tougher than most can handle. It starts with self-respect. Yes, you heard it right. Respect yourself enough to walk away from anything that no longer serves you or grows you. Next, resilience. Heartbreak is a battle, and only the resilient emerge victorious. It's about standing tall, even when you're falling apart. And remember, it's perfectly okay to fall apart sometimes. It's a chance to rebuild yourself the way you wish you were all along. Lastly, the all-important step, moving forward. Don't look back. You're not going that way. Your history cannot be erased, but your future is still a blank page. It's time to pick up that pen and start a new chapter. And there you have it. Warriors, your guide to surviving heartbreak. Remember, in the airplane of love, there's only one parachute. Make sure it's yours